Hello all, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to develop the application like this whenever users click on any alphabet, for example,
B for ball.
then respective music will be played with the proper image, and whenever user select the another tab, for example, fruits, and whenever user click on grapes,
Grapes.
then it will speak the music that is grapes with the respective image. And whenever user click on animal, so this is what I want to develop in Android Kotlin. So let's do the same thing practically. So first of all, you can just click on create new project. Then you can click on empty activity and then you can click on next. Here you can give the name of your application. I'm giving the name of my application is learning application for kids. And here you can choose the language. I'm choosing the language that is Kotlin, and then you can click on finish. Once the Gradle build is done, you can just hide this project explorer. Then you can move to activity main.xml. Here you can just click on split, and here you can show the system user interface. Now I don't want this inbuilt text view, so I'm simply selecting and removing the same. Now I want the tab, and that is TabLayout and ViewPager2. So first of all, I'm just searching over here, that is tab layout, and here you can select the tab layout and you can just move, drag and drop tab layout over here in your activity. So see here, the tab layout is available over here with the three tabs: Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. You can just click on infer constraint. Then I don't want this three tabs, so you can simply select this three tabs up to Wednesday and you can simply remove this. I want the three tab, that is alphabets, fruits and animal, and that I want to set programmatically. Now here you can search for ViewPager2, and here you can simply move, drag and drop ViewPager2 over here. Once you put the ViewPager2, you can just click on infer constraint. Now I want the three different fragments in which I want to put the content of the alphabets, fruits and animals. So you can just move to your project explorer, then you can select the application folder and then you can just right click new fragment and you can choose fragment blank. Here you can give the name of your fragment. I'm giving the name of my fragment is alphabet fragment, and then you can click on finish. I need another fragment, and that is for the fruit fragment. So I'm just selecting the folder again, right click new fragment, fragment blank, and here you can give the name of your fragment. I'm giving the name of my fragment is fruit fragment. Then you can click on finish. I need another fragment, and that is animal fragment. So you can just right click new fragment and you can select the fragment blank, and here you can give the name of your fragment, that is animal fragment, and then you can click on finish. Once all fragment is taken, you can simply hide this project explorer. Right now I don't want this Kotlin file of the fragment, so I'm simply closing this fruit fragment, animal fragment and alphabet fragment. Now in the main activity I want the three tab. So what we can do, simple, we can just declare here, and that is the tab title. So I'm declaring the variable, that is variable tab title is equal to array of, and here you can give the title of your tab. I'm giving the title of my tab is alphabets, second title is that is fruits, and the third title of the tab is that is animal. Now I want to just find the view pager and tab layout ID. So I'm just writing here variable pager is equal to find view by ID. You can cast it to view pager2 and you can search for the ID, that is r.id.viewpager2. This is what the ID that is available over here in the activity main.xml. This is the ViewPager2 ID. And the ID of the tab layout is the tab layout. So here I'm just writing that is a variable tab layout is equal to find view by ID. Here you can cast it to tab layout. And here we can write r.id.tabLayout. Once it is done, we can just write here that is TabLayout mediator, and we can call the constructor of the TabLayout mediator, in which we can pass the two arguments. One is the TabLayout and another one is the ViewPager, and we can call it anonymously. And here we can pass the two arguments. One is the tab and another one is the position of the respective tab. And here we can just do what? We can just set the title, that is tab.text is equal to tab title of position. So what happened? It will take the respective position. For example, for the 0 tab, it will set the title that is alphabet. In the one index, it will be fruit. In the second index, it will be the animals. And here we can just call the attach function. But I need the adapter class to bind the content of the fragments. So here we can just move to our project explorer, and here we can select the package, and here you can just right click new, and here you can select the kotlin file. Here you can just give the name of your class. I'm just giving the name of my class is myAdapter. Here in myAdapter, we can just create the class myAdapter, which extends from fragment state adapter. Here in fragment state adapter constructor, we need the two arguments. The first one is the fragment manager. Second one is the life cycle. So what I'm doing, I'm just taking it from the user. So in my adapter class, I'm declaring the two variables. One is the fragment manager and the second one is the life cycle. And the same I'm passing to the superclass constructor, that is fragment manager and life cycle. In this myAdapter class, we need to override the two methods. So here you can just press Alt Enter and you can implement the members get item count and create fragment. Here in get item count, we can return how many tabs you want. So I want the 3 tabs. So I'm just simply writing here return 3. But for each position, which fragment you want to load. So here we can write when, and here we can pass the position. Here, if the position is 0, then I want to display the alphabet fragment. So here you can write return alphabet fragment. If the position is 1, then return, and that is fruit fragment. Here we need to call the constructor of the respective fragment. If the position is 2, then return, and that is the another fragment, that is animal fragment. In the case of else, just we can pass the default fragment that we want to display. So I'm just writing here alphabet fragment. So adapter class is done. Now once the adapter class is created, here we can move to our main activity.kotlin file. And after the pager variable, we can just write here pager.adapter is equal to, we can call the myAdapter class. And here we can provide the two arguments. One is the fragment manager. So we can write here support fragment manager. And another one, that is the get lifecycle method. In Java, in Kotlin, we can simply write a lifecycle. Now we can simply run this particular application and we will get the 3 different tabs in the emulator. See here, application is launched. Now here you can see that there are 3 different tabs: animals, fruits and alphabets. Now once it is done, now I want to write the code in this alphabets tab. So I'm just simply closing all these files. So I'm just right click on this and I'm just closing all. Now I want to write the code in a, that is alphabet fragment.kotlin file, and I want to set the layout in a resource layout fragment alphabet.xml. So now here in this fragment alphabet XML, I want the grid view. So I'm just searching for the control, that is grid view. But before that, I want to remove this text view. So you can just simply remove this text view, and here you can search for the grid view, and you can simply move, drag and drop this grid view over here. Here in this grid view, we can give the ID. So I'm just writing the ID, that is grid view 1. Now here in this grid view, I want the number of columns, that is 4. So I'm just setting the property number of columns 4. Now here in this grid view, I want the data, and that is A to Z alphabets. So what we can do, simply we can move to our alphabet fragment.kotlin file. Here we can move to our alphabet fragment function, and that is on create view. Here in this on create view, we can simply remove this return, and here we can write variable v is equal to, and here we can simply return v. Now I want to write the code in between this. I want to initialize all the alphabets. So here we can just write variable alpha is equal to. Now I want to declare the array. So I'm just writing here array of size 26 and default value is blank. So this is my alpha is my variable. Now I'm just declaring a variable, that is variable counter is equal to 65. 65 is the ASCII value of the capital A. So what I want to do, I just want to set the each and every letter into this alpha array. So I'm just writing the loop, that is for I in alpha dot indices. So what happened, it will run up to 0 to 25. Now I'm just writing here alpha of I is equal to character dot toString. And here we can convert this counter variable into 2char. So what happened, this counter variable value is 65, and 65 is the ASCII value of the capital A. So A will be placed at the every position, but I want to just increment the counter. So what happened, it will just make the A, B, C, D, E and all these things. Now I need the adapter class to set the data into the grid view. So I'm just writing here variable adapter is equal to, here we can write array adapter, and here in array adapter we can pass the 3 arguments. The first argument is v dot context. Second, in which layout you want. So I want the layout, that is inbuilt layout android.r.layout. Simple drop down item 1 line, and I want the array, that is alpha. Now I want to set this adapter into grid view. So I'm just declaring the variable gv is equal to, find view by id function will not work directly because it is a fragment. So I need to write variable gv is equal to v dot find view by id, and we can cast it into grid view. And here we can write r dot id dot grid view 1. Here we can write gv dot adapter is equal to adapter. Now we can simply run this particular application, and you will get the value inside the first fragment, that is alphabet fragment. See here, application is launched. So here in alphabet fragment, I got the 4 columns in each row, and that is A, B, C, D, E. All are clickable, but I'm not getting any picture or music because I need to write the code for the same. As well as whenever you move to another tab, definitely you will be moved to the another tab, but the code is not defined yet. Now whenever user click on A, I want to open the image of the A and I want to play the music of the A. So what we can do, simple, I need the 2 resources. One, that is A to Z all these 26 images, as well as I need the 26 musical file. So I have a resource. So let me move to the folder. See here in this my resource folder, I have the alphabets, image and audio. Here A to Z images are there. So you can just simply select all this image, that is A to Z. These are the images, that is this image for A, B, C up to Z. I have the images. So I'm just simply copying this all A to Z images. Now I am moving to my Android Studio. Here in Project Explorer, you can move to the folder that is drawable, and here in drawable you can just right click and paste all this 26 images. and you can click on OK. So what happens, see, all the images is available over here in this my drawable folder. Now I want the audio file also. So here in resource folder, you can just right click, new, and you can take the Android resource directory. Here you can just select the resource type, that is raw, and here in raw directory we can put the audio file. So now I am moving to my resource folder. Now you can select all the audio. See here, this is the audio of A, B, C, D up to Z. So you can simply copy all this MP3 file and you can paste into this raw folder. So I'm just pasting over here, right click, and you can paste. Okay. So all this audio file is available over here in this raw folder, and all the images is available over here in drawable folder. If you look carefully, then the name of all this file are in small letters, but name is A to Z, and the same name is available over here in this raw folder, and the same name is available in my this alphabet array. So I will use the same name for each and every resource. Now what I want to do, whenever user click on this A, I want to open the image for the A for apple, as well as I want to play the music. So what we can do, simple, I need the another activity that we can launch whenever user click on this A. So I'm just moving to Project Explorer. Here you can select the application folder. You can just right click, new, and you can select the activity, that is empty activity. Here you can give the name of your activity. I am giving the name of my activity is alphabets details activity. Now I want to open this alphabets details activity whenever user click on any item on the grid view. So here what we can do, we can simply call the function GridView dot set on item click listener. So it means that whenever user click on any item of the grid view, I just want to open the activity, and that is alphabet details. So I'm just writing here variable intent is equal to, you can just simply write here intent constructor, in which you can provide the two arguments. One is the v dot context. Here v is the variable that is declared over here. So v dot context is the first argument, and where you want to go, I want to go into the alphabets details activity class dot java, and we can simply start the activity, that is intent. Now you can simply run this particular application. What happens whenever user click on any alphabet, it will open the another activity. See here, application is being launched. Now whenever you click on any alphabet, see here, another activity is open. Now here in this another activity, for example, if user click on F, then I want the F for fish. So I want the image over here in the another activity. So I want to now make the design into this activity, that is activity alphabet details. Now you can click on split, and here you can just take the image view, and you can simply move, drag and drop this image view over here. Now in this image view, I want the background, that is IC launcher background, and here you can just click on infer constraint, and then you can just give the width, that is match parent, and the height, that is match parent. ID of this image view is the image view. Now in this image view, I want the image of every alphabets. So what we can do, simple, we can move to our alphabet fragment kotlin file. Whenever user click on any item, I want to pass the value that which item is clicked. So here we can write intent dot put extra. Which item is clicked? It means which alphabet is clicked. So here I'm writing here, that is alpha, and here we can write alpha of position. Now position is the variable that is available over here whenever you call the function set on item click listener. So what happened, whenever you click on any alphabets, that particular position will be passed from this particular fragment to this activity, that is alphabets detail activity, and the name of the value is alpha. So we can retrieve this value in this alphabet detail activity dot kotlin file. So I'm just moving to this alphabet details activity dot kotlin file. Here we can just write variable name is equal to, we can call intent dot get string extra, and here we can provide the name that is alpha. So what happens, see here, this alpha will pass the position, that whatever the position is clicked from the user. For example, if user click on the position 0, that is alphabet A, then the A will be passed to this particular activity, and here this activity is retrieving the A. Now I'm converting this into lowercase. Why? Because my each and every resources having the name that is in a lowercase, that is lower a.jpg, lowercase name is available over here in this drawable, right? And here we cannot write the capital letters, so I have to write all this name in a small letters only. Now here I'm getting the error. Why? Because I need to convert it into, so here you can press Alt Enter and we can convert into add non-null asserted call. Now what I want to do, I want to just display this particular alphabet. So I'm just writing here toast dot make text. Where you want to display? I want to display in an application context. What you want to display? I want to display the name, and for how much duration? Toast dot length long dot show. Now we can simply run this particular application and you will get the effect into this emulator. See here, now whenever you click on A, you will get the small a over here, right? Now whenever you click on any item, for example T, then you will get the small t over here. Now I want to find it out, this t.jpg, right? So here we can write, that is variable IID, that is image ID is equal to, now this t.jpg is available where? It is available in a folder that is drawable. So here we can write variable IID is equal to resources.getIdentifier. Name of the file is name and it is available in the folder that is drawable. And the package name is the get package name. So what happens, see, whenever user click on the any alphabet, for example capital A, then a.jpg will be stored into this IID variable. Now I want to store that particular image into image view. So I'm just writing here variable iv is equal to find view by id. We can cast it into image view r.id.image view. Now we can write image view dot set image resource IID. So what happened? That particular respective image will be displayed into the next activity. You can run this particular application and you will get the result over here. See here, whenever you click on A, you will get the A for apple over here. And whenever you click on F, then you will get the F for fish over here. And whenever you click on T, you will get the T for tomato over here. But I want the music also. So here we can just do the same thing that we did for the image ID. We can write here variable MID is equal to resources.getIdentifier name. Now this name is available in a folder row and we can pass the package name. Now we can write here variable MP is equal to media player dot create. Here we can pass the two arguments. One is the context and the second argument, that is the media player ID, and we can simply start the media player. Now we can simply run this particular application and you will get the result into this emulator. Now whenever you click on
A for apple,
now whenever you click on, for example, T
for tomato,
and whenever you click on, for example, D
for dog.
right? So this is the way we can simply code into this alphabets fragment. Now I want to move into this fruits fragment. So here in alphabets fragment, I have taken the grid view. Now here in fruits fragment, I will take the list view. So let me now move to the fruits fragment. So I'm simply closing all this file. Close all. Now I need the two file. The one file is, that is in a resource layout, and that is fragment fruit.xml and fruit fragment.kotlin. Now here in fruit fragment XML file, you can click on split. You can simply remove this particular text view, and now I want the list view. So here you can search for list view, and you can simply move, drag and drop this list view over here. Now here in this list view, I'm just giving the ID, and the ID is list view 1. Now here in this list view 1, I want to load the data. So it is very simple. We can move to our fruit fragment.kotlin file. Here in fruit fragment.kotlin file, we can move to our own create view function. Here we can simply, instead of return, we can write variable v is equal to, and here we can simply return v. Now in between this, we can write the code for to set the data in a list view. So I'm just declaring here variable, that is variable fruits is equal to array of. Now here I'm declaring the array of, that is apple, banana, items are, that is grapes, strawberry, pineapple and orange. Now I want to set this data in a list view. So I'm just declaring here a variable, that is variable lv is equal to find view by id, but we cannot access find view by id directly. So I'm writing here v dot find view by id. Here we can cast it into list view, and here we can write r dot id dot list view 1. Now here in this list view 1, I want to set this data of fruits. So I need the adapter. So I'm writing here variable adapter is equal to, we can simply write array adapter. Here in array adapter, we can pass v dot context is the first argument, in which format you want. So I want the layout, that is android dot r dot layout dot simple drop down item 1 line, and the data is, that is fruits. Now we can write here, that is a list view dot adapter is equal to adapter. Now we can simply run this particular application, and you will get the result into the emulator. So see here, these are the alphabets, and whenever you click on fruits, see here apple, banana, and all these items are clickable, right? And whenever user click on apple, I want the image of the apple as well as I want the music of the apple. So I need the two resources again. The one, that is image for each and every fruit and audio for each and every fruit. So I have a resource. So let me move to the folder. See here in this my folder, I have a fruits. So I'm just copying the apple, banana, grapes, orange, pineapple and strawberry. These are my images. So I'm just simply copying this. And here you can move to your project explorer. Here you can move to drawable, and you can just right click and you can click on paste, and you can click on OK. So what happened? All the images, that is apple, banana, all these images, for example apple.png is pasted over here. Now I need the respective audio also. So here you can just copy all this audio, that is apple, banana, grapes, orange, pineapple and strawberry. You can simply copy this and you can paste into the folder, that is a row folder. So here in a row folder, we can just right click and we can paste, that is Control V, and you can click on OK. So all the audio of apple, banana, grapes, all this MP3 file will be available into this row folder. Now whenever user click on any item of this list view, I want to display the image first. So here I'm just calling the function ListView dot set on item click listener. So whenever user click on any item, I want to open the another activity, that is the fruit detail activity. So here you can move to your project explorer. Here you can click on application folder and right click new, and you can take the activity, and that is empty activity. Now I am giving the name of this activity is fruit details activity, and here you can click on finish. Now whenever user click on any fruit, I want to open this fruit details activity. So I'm just writing here, that is variable intent is equal to, here you can call the constructor of intent, in which you can pass v dot context and you can pass that fruit details activity class dot java, and you can simply start this activity, that is intent. Now what happens, see, whenever user click on any item of the fruits, the another activity, that is fruit detail activity, will be open. So you can simply run this particular application and you will get the result over here. See, whenever you click on any fruit, for example apple, another activity will be open. Whenever you click on grapes, another activity will be open. But whenever you click on grapes, I want to display the image over here with the proper music. So what we can do, simply we need to pass the value that which item is clicked. So here we can write intent dot put extra, and here we can pass the name of the fruit. So I'm writing here fruit, and the name of my array is the fruits of position. So which position is clicked? For example, second position is clicked, then the grapes will be passed as a name of fruit and the value will be grapes into the activity, that is fruit details activity. So here we can write the same code that we have written for the alphabet activity. So here we can write variable fruit is equal to intent dot get string extra, and here we can pass the name, for example fruit, and here we can write dot lower case. Now this fruit is the ID that is available in the drawable folder. So here we can write that variable IID is equal to resources dot get identifier. Name of the variable is, that is fruit. It is available in the folder, that is drawable, and the name of the package is, that is package name. Now I want to set this image ID into the image view. So I need to go into the activity fruit details. Here you can click on split, and here you can just simply take the image view and you can move drag and drop image view over here. Here you can set the default image, that is launcher, and then you can click on OK. And then you can click on infer constraint. You can set the width, that is match parent. You can set the height, that is match parent. And ID of this image view is image view 2. So here we can just simply write, that is variable iv is equal to find view by id, and we can cast it into image view. And here we can simply write r dot id dot image view 2, and here we can simply write image view dot set image resource, and that is iid. Now we can simply run this particular application and you will get the effect into this emulator. See here, application is launched. Now whenever you click on fruits, see here, and whenever you click on apple, you will get the image over here. Whenever you click on grapes, you will get the image over here. But I am not getting the music. So what we can do? Simple. We can write here variable mid is equal to resources dot get identifier, same name, but it is available in the folder, that is row package name. So whenever it is available in a row folder, it is an audio file, and whenever it is available in a drawable, it is an image file. Now I am simply declaring here variable mp is equal to media player dot create function. Here you can provide the two arguments. The first argument is the context and second is the ID of the media player, and then we can simply write mp dot start. Now you can simply run this particular application and you will get the result into this emulator. Now whenever you click on fruits, see here, and whenever you click on grapes,
Grapes.
see here, music is coming. Now whenever you click on apple,
Apple.
but whenever you click on alphabets, now you are not able to click on any alphabet. Why? Because we need to set the off-screen page limit in a main activity.kotlin file. So I'm just moving to the main activity.kotlin file. Here in this main activity.kotlin file, we can simply write one function, and that is what? Pager dot off screen page limit is equal to 3. So what happened? Whenever you switch from one fragment to another fragment, the fragment will not be destroyed. Now you can simply run this particular application and you will get the result into this emulator. Now you can click on fruits and now you can click on apple, for example.
Apple.
You can click on grapes.
Grapes.
Now you can move to alphabets and you will be able to click.
A for apple.
Now you will be able to,
T for tomato.
and even you can move to fruits and you will be able to click.
Pineapple.
So it is working fine. Now I want to move to the another tab, and that is animals tab. So now again I want to close all these files. So I'm just right click and close all. Now I need the two different files. One that is for the animal fragment and another layout that is fragment animal.xml. Now I want to work into this too, that is animal fragment.kotlin and fragment animal.xml. Now here in fragment animal.xml you can click on split and here you can simply remove this text. Now here I need to change this layout. So I'm just changing the layout, that is constraint layout. Now here in this constraint layout, I want the grid view. So I'm just simply searching for the grid view. And here you can simply move, drag and drop this grid view over here. Now here in this grid view, I want the width that is match parent, but the height that is 100 dp. So this is my grid view. Now let me just set this grid view over here and then you can just click on infer constraint. Now I'm just giving the ID of this grid view. So I'm just writing here ID @ ID. This is grid view 2. Now I want the image view. So I'm just selecting the image view and moving, drag and drop this image view over here. Now you can just set the default image. I'm just setting the default image, that is launcher background. Now here you can just give the width of this image view. I'm just giving the width, that is for example 300 dp, and the height that is 300 dp, and I want this image view over here. And then you can simply connect this image view. I want to connect horizontally over here, and vertically with the bottom, and vertically with this grid view. So this is my fragment, that is animal fragment. Now we can simply run this particular application and you will get the result into the emulator. What? See, this is the first fragment, that is alphabet. This is the second fragment, that is fruits. And this is the third fragment, but I am not getting the value over here in this grid view. Why? Because I need to set the data into this grid view of the animals images, and I want to set the image whenever user click on any respective thumbnail of the animal. So what we can do? Simple. I need to write the code in this animal fragment.kotlin file. So now in this animal fragment Kotlin, I'm just moving to class animal fragment. Now I need the images of the animals as well as I need the audio of the animals. So I'm just moving to resource folder. Here I have the animal audio and images. So I'm just simply copying this A0 to A4 animal, and you can paste into your project and drawable folder. So here in drawable you can just right click and you can just click on paste. So all the images will be pasted into this folder. So here a0.jpg is there. You can just click over here and you will get the lion image. As well as I want the audio. So I'm just moving to animal resource folder and you can just simply copying all this mp3 file and you can paste into raw folder. Right click and you can click on paste. So all the mp3 of the animal will be pasted over here in this raw folder. Once it is done, now I want to declare the variable over here, and that is for the animal. So I'm just declaring here variable animal is equal to integer array of Now I need the each and every ID of the image. So I'm writing here r dot drawable dot a0. So a0 is the ID of the first animal. Another array value is, that is r dot drawable dot a1. So what happens, see, the first image that is available at the animal of 0 index. The second image is available at the animal of 1 index. So I'm just writing here 0, 1, r dot drawable dot a2, r dot drawable dot a3, r dot drawable dot a4. So I'm just simply loading all these images into this array variable, that is animal. Now I want to set this value, that is the first image, into my image view. So here this image view ID is the image view 3. So here we can move to our onCreateView function of this fragment, and here in onCreateView function we can simply write where v is equal to inflator dot return v. Now in between this we can just search for the ID, that is image view. So I'm writing here variable iv is equal to v dot find view by id. We can cast it into image view, and we can write here r dot id dot image view 3. Now here we can write iv dot set image resource, and here we can write animal of 0. So what happened? The first image, that is the first image is what? The first image is, that is r dot drawable dot a0. A0 is the image of lion. So it will be set into the image view. So now whenever you run this, you will get the value over here in this animal. See here, image of the lion is available over here. But I want to set the data into this my grid view. So what we can do? Definitely I need to find the grid view ID first, and then I need to set the data into the grid view. So now I'm just writing here, that is variable gv is equal to find view by id. We cannot write directly, so I'm writing here v dot find view by id. We can cast it into grid view, and here we can write r dot id dot grid view 2. So now I need the data into the adapter. So I'm just simply writing here, that is GridView dot adapter is equal to, now I want to create the class, and that is image adapter. And here I'm just passing the context, that is v dot context. So definitely I need to create the class, that is image adapter. So I'm just simply creating the class over here after this onCreateView function. After this onCreateView function, we can create the class, that is inner class image adapter, and here we can pass the context, and we can create the class which extends from BaseAdapter. So what happens here? This BaseAdapter is the class which has the 4 method that we need to override over here. So I'm just pressing Alt Enter over here, and you can implement the members. Get count, get item at position, and get view. So this 4 method will be called whenever you extend the class from BaseAdapter. Now here in this, how many images you want? So I'm just simply returning that I want the images, that is animal.size. It means that if 5 animals are there, then I want to display the count, that is 5. Which value that you want to display? So I'm just simply returning the value that is current. So I'm just simply returning the position. The same you can write over here, that is return position. But what happened? This position input is in integer, but the output is in long. So we just need to cast it into dot to log. Now in this get view, we can create the image. So I'm just creating the image over here, that is variable iv is equal to. Now we can create the image view, and here we can pass the context. So context is already there, and that is provided by the user over here. So I'm just returning that particular image view over here, and in this image view we can set the position. So I'm just writing here image view dot set image resource, and that is animal of position. So what happened? In the first position, the value is that is A0. In the second position, A1. In the third position, A3, and all this value will be displayed. But we need to define the width and height. So I'm just writing here that is image view dot layout params is equal to, and here we can write view group dot layout params, and here we can pass the width, for example 200, and the height, that is 200. Now we can simply run this particular application and you will get the result into this emulator. See here, whenever you click on animals, images are already there. See here, this is the grid view and all these images are available, but I don't want this vertically, I want this horizontally. So what we can do, simple, whenever we create the grid view, here we can define the number of columns. So I'm just defining the grid view dot number of columns is equal to animal dot size. Now we can simply rerun this particular application again. And whenever you run this, now whenever you click on animals, see here, all these animals are available. But I want the proper background over here. It means I want the styling. So how we can define the style? So it is very easy. Whenever you want to define the style, you just need to go to themes.xml first. So I'm just moving to Project Explorer. Here in resource folder, you can click on values, and here you can click on themes.xml. Here in themes.xml, we can define the style. So I'm just defining the style, and the style is declare styleable. Here you can give the name of your style. I'm giving the my style. So name of my style is my style. And here we can define the attribute. So I'm just giving the attribute name is, and that is Android colon gallery item background. So this my style I want to define in this fragment image view. So what we can do, simple, we can get the style first. So I'm just declaring here variable style is equal to, here we can write activity dot obtain style attribute, and here we can write r dot styleable dot my style. So this style will be loaded into this style variable. Now we can just set the background. So we need the item background also. So I'm just declaring the variable over here, and that is variable item background is equal to 0. Now we can just simply write the background. So here item background is equal to this style dot get resource ID is the function in which we can pass r dot styleable dot my style Android gallery item background. So this item background is available over here, and you can set the default value 0. So what happens, this item background will retrieve the style, and that is my style Android gallery item background that I defined in this themes.xml. Now you can set this item background in an image view. So you can simply write here image view dot set background resource, and that is item background. Same you can set over here, and that is image view dot set background resource, and that is item background. Now you can simply run this particular application and you will get the result into this emulator. See here, application is launched. Now you can click on fruits, and now you can click on animals. So see here, background is available over here. Now whenever user click on any item in this grid view, for example, if user click on elephant, then I want to load the image of the elephant over here. So what we can do, simply we need to call the function that is GridView dot set on item click listener. So here we can simply write GridView dot set on item click listener, and whenever the item is selected, that particular item that I want to load into the image view. So I'm just simply writing image view dot set image resource, and that is animal of position. So selected position will be loaded into this image view. So the game is over. You can just simply run this particular application. And here you can click on animals, and now you can just click on any image. See, the respective image will be loaded into this particular image view. So it is done, but I want to play the music also. So here we can just write, that is variable mid is equal to resources dot get identifier. Now each and every image is having the prefix that is a, and I'm just to simply concatenate it with the position. So what happened? A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, the respective audio will be searched into the folder that is row. And here we can write activity dot package name. Now here I need the media player object. So here I'm just moving to this class, and that is animal fragment class, and here I'm just declaring the variable mp is equal to media player. Now I'm just moving to this on item click listener, and here first checking the condition. If media player dot is playing, if media player is playing, then media player dot stop. If it is not playing, then mp is equal to media player dot create is the function in which we can pass the context. So I'm just passing the v dot context first, and then I'm passing the id, and that is mid, and here we can just call the function mp dot start. So media will be played. You can simply run this particular application and you will get the result into this emulator. Now you can click on animals. See here, and whenever you click on any animal, for example, and whenever you click on fruits, you will be able to listen the music as well as you will be able to see the image.
Grapes.
And whenever you click on alphabets, you will get the image and music again.
P for pineapple.
So this is the way you can develop the application for the learning alphabets, fruits and animals for the kids in Android Kotlin. So that's it from my side. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.